Hello, everybody. Yep, welcome back. We're going to do a part two because that was, as usual, such an amazing session. Nelson's just going to come back and take over from where he left off. Crowd controller, good to have you around. Wiry, everybody. So, yep, we're going to start again. So Nelson's going to join us. What were we just talking about before I stopped him in mid-sentence? Oh, God. Old age is not good. What was I trying to remember? It was talking about, we were talking about collaboration and how in the stage, light, sound industry, there are some of the most collaborative people out there. The way these guys join together. So, Nelson is back on. Everybody will start joining. No. My Gege, all of them. Yes, thank you, Wari. You're a great producer. So Nelson's going to come back on and just finish off what he was talking about, collaboration within the technical industry. And if event planners, party planners, show producers, I think in the show production, we also collaborate quite a bit as well because we have to collaborate because we can't do everything ourselves. But more people do that. I know that from Mahogany International, for example, there are very few people that we haven't worked with, yes? Besides mainly those in the wedding space, and we just haven't worked with those in the wedding space, not for any other reason except for the fact that we don't do, but we have done. We've worked with some of Sapphire, No Surprises. We work with Myra's events when they've done some of those things. So we have worked with others. So because everybody's technical expertise is needed in different ways. So collaborations, working with each other, very important. Don't be worried. People will not steal your business. If somebody steals your business, then they won't last long in the business. I can tell you that as a fact. The word will get out there. People will know that they're that kind of person. And then before you know it, people will just move on from them. And nobody will work with them anymore. So don't stress yourself about those kind of people. We don't need those kind of people in the industry, but you do need to have people to work with if you want to survive in this industry, okay? You can't do everything by yourself. Sorry for that, Nelson. Great to have you back. We're back again, part two, with Nelson Jack, the king of stage. You can see he looks like a king with his glasses, his FBI glasses, cigarette in the hand. You know, I'm sure if Nelson was not into entertainment, he would have been a don, you know, mafia boss or somebody like that. You know, you would have just feared him some more. Okay, boss. So Nelson, you were talking about collaboration. Talk to us about that. That was so interesting.
Okay, so when it comes to collaboration, a lot of 0% of 100 is zero. I mean, you need to collaborate with people. I'll give you an example. It is very expensive to ship equipment from Lagos to other parts of Nigeria. Let's be mindful that servicing our industry in this country, there are there are not more than 10 companies that can handle the magnitude of events that we do. So what we do is this. I'm going to Calabar. I already know the guys in Calabar who have the kind of equipment that I need. Instead of moving my entire warehouse to Calabar, I take equipment from them, pay them, they deploy with their crew, add my own, screens, do whatever I want to do. And I can do that simultaneously across the country. I remember when we were doing Glow Laughter Fest, we had to go to 28 states in Nigeria. A lot of times, I just hook up with the guys who have equipment. A lot of people have equipment, but they don't have the clientele. We have the clientele. So what we do is we know them, we partner with them, say, okay, you know what, send X amount of equipment to so place. My supervisors will join you, send your crew, we'll tell them what to do, we have a plan, and that way they make money, we make money, everybody is happy. And the cost at which you get equipment from them is totally different from the way I will get equipment from them. So let me give you an example. If I want screens from, let me use for example, mobile screen. The cost at which mobile screen gives me screen is totally different from when a client goes to meet them, because we have a synergy that it's like Bolaji, you just finished the show in a hotel and I need some of your equipment. Okay, leave the equipment for me, I'll add my own so it looks different, because there's no time, there's no this, and they're all like that. So in the Nigerian entertainment industry, for me,
Sorry, just it's talking about we're just talking about collaboration again. Sorry, talking about the Nigerian industry, talking about how some. Okay, you back again? Go on.
Yeah. So he's most definitely sure that they will need me the next time, you know, and because I have my hands in a whole lot of pots, I'm into music, I'm into essentials, I'm into stage, I'm into this. So at one point, you must, need my connect. I can go to a presentation. I've been to a presentation for Arise, and I saw the AEC, the Edward Adebisi there.
Yeah.
And I just told them right there and then, don't worry, you're in safe hands. And I walked out of that presentation because, these guys, it's like them Eddie Lawani, like you have a show the next day after I have my own show, and you tell me, Nelson, leave your equipment. We'll come to compliment. I'll leave it now because if I don't have anything to do, the time that you will use to take it down, it will affect your event. So you have no choice but to be collaborative. And that's one aspect that I love the industry for. It's not a it is chop by chop industry. It's a beautiful industry.
I mean, you said it yourself, is that there are just so many events out there. We cannot handle all of the events out there. It's just impossible to handle all of the events out there. There's not enough time. We always make I know my gig always comes to you and say, Nelson, please, can you leave this for us? Leave that for you. If there's a payment, there's a payment. If not, like one of the things I will say, somebody like Nelson, Event Texture, Yemi, I could go on with those of us that are into show production is that a lot of time when we ask our colleagues to leave the equipment behind, unless it's absolutely necessary, they don't even charge you because they know that sooner or later they're going to be in that exact same situation where they're going to need you to leave your equipment behind for them. So that's the beautiful thing about the technical side, the show production side of the industry. And I'm hoping that, people that are in other parts of the entertainment industry will also start to do more collaborations. I'm talking about the event planners, whether you're small or you're big. People like us, for example, we do a lot of corporate events, and you've got to get registered before you can get onto a corporate event. But you might be a small event company, you might know somebody, they might want to give it the job, you can't meet the requirements. So you come to a Mahogany, you come to Madam Fix It, you come to a Sapphire, whoever it might be, and say, listen, can you front this for me? Can you do this for me so that we can get this job? We will split the job. It's my job. Reputable and sensible people are never going to steal your job. Not going to happen. So Nelson, let's talk a little bit about the stuff you've been doing recently. I'm going to phrase it like this because everybody knows that social events at the moment are banned in Nigeria.
Yes,
but Nelson Jack with the Auto Club and other things has been doing events. How have you been able to do that? Tell us the secrets. How did it come about? What did you have to go through? What was the process? How did you deal with the government? What kind of things did you have to do to ensure that you were COVID compliant? How did you come up with the ideas? Tell us.
Okay, so 2 days after the lockdown, I wrote a proposal for the drive-through concerts, with tactical implementation, with the NCDC guidelines, distances between cars. I now, based on even their Noiseless Lagos initiative, I now came up with a concept to use transmission inside people's cars. So I created a dial, which further helped, to sell it, easy. So you park your car, we're playing music, and, artists are performing. So you tune into a set dial that I would have given you, and you can hear the music from your car. The car in itself serves as a, social distancing barrier. So you don't have to come out from your car. You only have to come out from your car because people can't sit for too long and stuff like that. So we had to draw a box. So when you come out from your car, you're still within that box, and then the government, because, it's not rampant in Nigeria. We had to now convince them. So we did a test run. and the test run worked. Everybody was COVID compliant. And now I did that based on the fact that if I don't make a move, our industry will suffer. So that move I did was for the entire industry, not just for me alone. I mean, there's so many places where you can do a drive-in, but we just needed to show them that it could be done. Yeah. And as I did it, the government, relaxed and even, they said, okay, we will, give you till 10. So the curfew is now from 10 to 4. When we did that event, it was from 8. So the event needed to end at 6 and we needed to start at 12. So, but they saw that, okay, it could be achieved. So we did that. And then I also came up with the IG Live concert where, I put a studio, built a set, put lights, like a, proper concert stage. Put it in my office, downstairs, upstairs, and people can come, perform, and we air it every Friday. Like this Friday, I have Cynthia Morgan in the building, and based on, the bring back Cynthia Morgan. So the thing is, I don't sleep. I follow the trends. I'm thinking, okay, if this is what is affecting, it's like Forex for me, is the dollar dropping or is the dollar rising, am I buying or am I selling? So that's how I look at it. Now, if I don't make moves like that, one or two things: will be hungry. I can sustain myself, but then I think about my crew. They can't do this. They have to eat, and it's the work that they do that they get paid for. So I need to generate, work for them, so it wasn't a selfish thing. It was a for everybody thing, as you know, I'm an influencer for 4 brands. So I try to do that, to bring my brands on board, create an avenue where everybody can still be, making money and stuff like that. So, luckily for us now, the government has allowed us to say, okay, look, we're going to be doing this every 2 weeks. Some other churches have come, cinemas have come to meet me. Oh, we like your plan and stuff like that, and everybody must know that I can't do everything. So that collaboration for me is critical. So when I say, Kafumakachi, take equipment to so place, deploy it like this. Yemi lights, bring lights. I want to use some of your lights because you know what, nobody can ever have enough. So I always do that. Carry everybody along. For me, I like to invent myself. Boss, did you ever attend the 3D concert that I ever did, where you come with your glasses? Did you ever attend that?
Oh yeah, I attended. I did attend one. Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, I like to be inventive. I like to be the first to do stuff. I want to be the first to do this. I mean, anybody can copy. I'm a visionary. First they laugh, then they copy. I like that. So I'm a thinker. I'm always reading. I'm always thinking. I'm always drawing. How can I make it better? It's not for me. It's not competition. I just love the industry. That's what it is. I just love the industry.
I think one of your old schoolmates is saying that you've always been like this. Al Kadiri says that.
Yes, Ali Kadiri. He works. He's a banker. He was a head boy.
Of you.
Yeah, in CMS.
Known you right from secondary school to be very hardworking, focused, and with a strong passion to excel. So this is something that has been born in you. So it is naturally you to be like that. Royal Oak Rental says you are a trendsetter. So I want to ask you this, because I tried to avoid all this COVID question because I think the whole world is talking about COVID, okay? But there's somebody that's very creative, somebody that's very innovative, somebody that's always thinking. A lot of people are saying that they believe that big events will never come back, or it's going to take a year or stuff like that. How do you see the event industry being over the next few months to the end of the year? Are there going to be any events? Will there be no events? Are we going to have all the big concerts in the Christmas? Will we have Fashion Week? What's your take on what you think is going to happen?
Okay, sir. The truth about it is we cannot run away from the fact that COVID has come, and it has come. It came. Nobody saw it coming, so it came. And it affected our way of life. Not just my industry, but every industry. Now, when it comes to the event industry, as COVID has come, we need to now begin to reinvent ourselves. Let's imagine that COVID is here to stay. Let's just imagine. It might not. You see, the only way our industry will go back to normal is if there's a vaccine for COVID. Because people will now be skeptic. You know, people will now start going to events with face masks and stuff like that. And we all know that it's quite difficult sometimes to breathe with this face mask. You know, you cannot exhale as fast as you possibly, be without any, form of covering or hindrance, So without a vaccine, our industry will be set back. I mean, I got a mail last week. I mean, I was supposed to do an event. I've been planning this event since October last year. Stormzy was supposed to be in Nigeria to end his tour. So I got a mail, from the owners of the event that, the event has been cancelled due to COVID. And it was an event that I was really looking forward to. But we are Nigerians, we're resilient. We will not allow that to stop us. And that's why we came up with the IG Live concert. People switched to digital. Okay, you know what? Let's go digital. And then, let's do drive-through concert. I mean, the drive-through concert has been in existence since, but, it was just for more of a luxury thing. But now, it's the only way that we can now do our events. So now people can now tailor their events to, having the drive-through concerts, having, VAR concerts where you wear the VAR and it's like you are live in the event setting, So which is where we are going to right now. So, I mean, COVID has come to stay. So as resilient Nigerians, or as we are going to have to, redefine events in Nigeria. People have started going to Zoom. People have started going to having Zoom meetings, Zoom parties, Zoom weddings, and stuff like that. But that's just for a select few. What about the technical industry? What about the people who have to stay with sound, light, screens? I mean, how do we tend to survive in this digital age? So we invented. And luckily for us, it's working. Churches will soon begin doing drive-through churches. Churches will still start, So, I mean, the clubs have started it. Okay, you know what? Let's start doing auto clubs. And, the Lagos State, the response from Lagos State immediately after the show the next day, I just started seeing newspapers, Vanguard, PM News, Punch, everybody carrying it that, successful show. I was proud, boss. I won't lie to you. Like, it was like something lifted, and, the industry could get back together. Baby steps. Not that we will not get there, but, I mean, it's a step.
So, I mean, some people listening will say, oh, it's okay for Nelson. Nelson has money. Nelson has connections. Nelson knows people. Nelson's been around a long time. He knows people in government. So it's easy for him to say. What about me? I'm a small little events person. I can't compete financially. I don't have the connections. I can't afford all these fees they're going to charge. What's going to happen to those kind of people?
Well, that's where the collaboration comes to play. Do you understand? I know how many times I've called Obi Asika or Chris Ubosi, or, to say, boss, you have an event that's coming up, don't be proud to say you want to go and ask for help. You understand what I'm saying? Like eBay will come and meet me and say, boss, I have confetti, I have X amount of lights. Because I'm collaborative, I'll say, okay, you know what? Add your lights to my own, add your confetti machine here, just so that, but you cannot be proud. So you don't say, oh, I don't have money. I started my business with 0 naira. All I had going for me was God and connect. People like Mr. Shola, I will go and meet them and boss, I just bought this equipment. Boss, I just bought this lights. But, and he will look at the book, can you use it well? Can you do this? And he will say, okay, you know what, bring it. And from there, you have to prove yourself. You have to, show them that you are willing to work. You're not just going to sit down in your house and be forming big boy. I mean, I probably, I'm more comfortable than a lot of people out there, but I never stop working. I'm always making calls. Okay, where's the next show? Boss, when is your next event? Boss, give me an event now. I'm never too proud to beg.
Do it all the time.
So, people will be wondering, and I always keep my ears close to the ground. Which event is happening next? Which one? I'll go and meet them. I hear say they do events. How far now? put me in now. It's not there's no crime to reaching out to people. No man is an island. You can't do it by yourself. So my advice to them, Look for the people who are making the headway in the industry. Go and tell them what you have. Do you understand? Oh, boss, I have this. So it's not a crime. You know, the worst that can happen to you is they say no. And you move on to the next person. If you try 10 people, 2 people will say, okay, bring. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it, boss.
It's true. I mean, you've got a lot of fans here. They're talking about how you've reinvented the industry, how you stay ahead of the curve. You know, Nelson Jack is a brand which will outlive Nelson. And that's the thing. Nelson, I mean, I think that's a good thing. Al Kadiri, your friend, said that you have a brand that will outlive you. So in terms of people that have big companies like yourselves, okay, what is, I mean, I've already started my succession plan. You know my gig very well, you
Yes,
know,
sir.
and I think you've been noticing that you come to me nowadays and I say, Nelson, you have to go and meet my
Talk to
gig.
my gig.
I'm not the one running the company anymore. What is your own succession plan? I know you have Fala. I'm not saying that you're passing over to
Okay,
Fala,
well,
but
everybody knows.
I'm sure you're already thinking.
Well, for me, I've already left the, you know, I'm in the event industry, but I've already left it. You know, I started going to properties. You know, I own my own condom factory now. I'm going into bottled water. You know, I'm going into food packaging. You know, I'm going into music. You know, I have so many things. So I've handed the bulk of it. The only thing that is I enjoy designing. You know, I enjoy coming to the event. But everybody knows that there's a man there, Fala, that is now my own Matiki. So if you need anything, it's Fala. All Fala needs is my approval. To say, you know, boss, should I go ahead with it? And I'll say, okay, go ahead with it, but follow this plan. But meaning I've stepped back a bit. Not that, you know, if the money comes, you know, the right challenge comes, I won't take it. But I've stepped back a bit for all those minimal, you know, although, you know, some people come up to you and say, oh, I have 1 million naira for an event. Some people will say I have 5 million naira. Some people say I have 250. Me, I never say no. I will do everybody, but I will feel tight. I'll say this X amount. If you want me at your event, you will add this X amount of money. But if you want my guys to do it, or I'm gonna pay this money, they'll get it done. You know. So a lot of times I don't even go for the event. You know, they just send me reports. And I'll give an example. Greater Lagos last year, 5 locations: Epe, Ikorodu, Badagry, Agege, and BI. I did that event from the comfort of my bedroom. I just created a team, put them on a group, and I was in my bedroom, and I wanted to see everything that they were doing every step of the way. No, I don't like that. Change that screen. That. So I stepped back.
Right.
And my guys now have done the event. I mean, last year, maybe, you know, when I told my accountant to calculate, you know, how many events, last year I did 341 events.
Wow.
That's 20
That's like
something
one event per day equivalent
of a year. You understand? And maybe I went to 60 of those events because the team, you know, tested and trusted, practice makes perfect. They already know the standard. Once they have a design, they know what to do. So I've stepped back a bit. It's only when a new challenge comes that I say, okay, you know what? Let's go. And you know, my men will follow me anywhere. Anywhere. Yeah, man, those who know me know that the crew, Nelson Jack, if I step in somewhere, they will, anywhere I go, they will follow me. I mean, we build stages on water, we build stages in Estravos, Port Harcourt. Boss, you name it. I've been to every state in this country to go and build this thing. So, I mean, they already know what it is, how it is. I mean, so, I mean, I just thank God. So that's how I look at it.
No, I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, what you have achieved is second to none. You rightly deserve your name, King of Stage. You know, everybody just knows you everywhere. I think you will soon become a bit like me. Instead of them, they will say, oh, you're King of Stage. They won't know that you're Nelson Jack. Say, oh, yes, I know you're King of Stage. Like me now, some people actually think my name is Mr. Mahogany. It's not my name. My name is already bad. It's not
Mr. Mahogany. You know, Mahogany brand is a brand that has been built. You know, boss, my plan for next year, I take out the Nelson Jack and leave King of Stage. So anywhere you see the trucks, the crew, you just see King of Stage. And if you look at my t-shirts now, that's what's on it, King of Stage. So I'm exonerating the Nelson Jack brand from it leaving the king of state and putting that Nelson Jack name on something else. So
And I
that's
think the beauty of doing that, Nelson, is that, like you said, it leaves a legacy. So it doesn't mean that when something happens to you, your business goes with it. It continues. If you look at IBM, all those kind of companies, you don't even know who owned them. They just gone on.
Yeah,
So
I'm
my
telling my
final
children.
question, people would like to know this. What do you do to relax? Because you're always busy. What do you do to relax?
Okay, boss, look at this. I'm always in my jacuzzi. So I'm always in my jacuzzi. I'm always watching movies. I draw a lot. When I don't have, I draw portraits. I just draw to relax. I listen to music, but most especially, I just sit down in my balcony. I can be in my balcony from 10 in the night to 4 a.m. in the morning. I sleep during the day and I work at night. So boss, you can see. Look at my view. Jacuzzi right there. See. I like that, and I stay by myself, I live alone. So I'm always, by myself. I enjoy being, I get paid to go out and go and have fun. So when I want to relax, will I go out and go and have fun again? So I just chill. I don't like going out.
It's
I don't
true.
like.
I think people don't understand that
So
about
I
us,
don't
because
like
I have
going
the
out.
same problem. People want to take me out to events, and I'm saying, I don't want to go.
I have a what you call it? I have a passion, and everybody knows my passion is shoes. So when I'm sad, I'm going to go and buy a shoe. When I'm happy, I'm going shoe shopping. That
Yes,
one I can. I love shoes. Everybody knows. I mean, boss, I have over 400 pairs of shoes, and each shoe is for every event I do. And this was last year alone. So I'm always, that's it. But look at me, I'm by
Royal
myself.
Oak Event says, what is your real name and what state are you from?
My name is Nelson Olamide Jack. I am from River State. I'm 44 years old.
Okay, so Royal Oak, you know now. Nelson, I'd like to thank you so much for your time, because I know you're a busy person.
Yes,
Coming on the second time, spending an extra half an hour with us, we really appreciate it. We love
thank
what
you,
you're
sir.
doing for the industry and what you've done for the industry. We know that with your innovation, with what you're doing with COVID, it's going to help get the industry up and running even quicker than it has before, because the government will realize we can do these events. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep giving back
Thank you,
to
sir.
all these street guys and street girls that you're helping. That's what we need. We need more people like you in Nigeria, because there's a lot
Thank you,
of
sir.
poverty in this country. And it's through people like yourselves. And I know a lot of particularly the technical companies that are out there, a lot of you employ a lot of street boys and are helping them get onto their feet. And they're able to do things for their family. I know I've seen some street boys that said they bought their keke, they're doing their little business, they've done this, they've moved from under the bridge to having a one-room place. To some people, you might think, what is that? But that is an improvement in their life. You understand? So, Nelson, we thank you. We thumbs up. Guys, please show your appreciation to Nelson. Thumbs up, love hearts.
Thank
Let
you, sir.
everybody know that we
Thank you,
appreciate him for
sir. I
giving us
love
that time to come
everyone.
up.
Everybody can hear me. I love you all. God bless you.
That's it,
Thank you,
Nelson.
boss.
You're welcome,
Thank
man.
you, boss.
Take
Yes,
care
sir.
now. All right.
Yes, sir.
God, that was an amazing session with Nelson Jack. If you didn't find that insightful, then I'm not sure what you guys will find insightful. It broke down how he started his business. Somebody asked the question that how much capital did you start with? He actually answered the question by saying he started his business with zero money. Okay? Zero money is what he started with. And look at what he's built today. And I can testify it because I came to Nigeria at the end of 2012. Nelson was just starting his business then. And so between 2013 till now, which is just 7 years later, you can look at the empire he has built. And he started with zero, doing T-shirts, graphics. So people out there that keep saying that, oh, it's okay for you, it's okay for you, it's okay for you. I don't have money, I don't have money, I don't have this. That's not true. Have an idea, push for it. Who can you talk to? Who can you help? And I always keep saying this. I know Mahogany always has a go at me about saying this. Mahogany is that is my general manager now. Started with me in about 2015, I think, 2014, 2015. Okay? She's now, within the next year or two, she's going to be the CEO of Mahogany international. There's no doubt about that. We've already started the transition process. She came to me as a volunteer, guys. A volunteer. Her first 3 or 4 events, she didn't earn a penny. I know we gave her travel expense, but she didn't earn a penny. And look at what she's achieved from there to now. And she's built other things. She's doing other things. She's doing amazing stuff. So, yes, I know it's not easy in Nigeria, but I don't always want everybody to keep saying, because I don't have money, I couldn't do anything. When I came to Nigeria, I didn't know anybody. Yes, I done stuff in England, but doing stuff in England doesn't mean anything in Nigeria. Let me just tell you that as a fact. Everyone's saying, who are you? Who are you? What do you do? Mahogany Kinney. What's mahogany? And then I had to prove myself again. My first event that I did for Love Like a Movie, the first one that we did, I worked with Nelson Jack. They paid me 200K. I went to them and I said, don't worry, here is 200K you have. I will take it. But from that, I was able to prove who I am. I was able to prove my brand. And then people started coming to me, oh, you did Love Like a Movie. This is what you are. Okay, we've researched you. We've seen you done stuff in England. Let's come on board. All right. So guys, you can achieve your dreams. You can be passionate about what you want. Don't chase money. Money will come to you. As I look at people like Madam Fixer, I look at Royal Oaks and what they're building up. Guys, nobody's going to tell you that it's easy doing what they do. All right. They will tell you the hassles that they have every day. I don't think there's any of us in this business that every once a month or once a week or whatever, we think, I'm tired. I want to leave this business. Get me out of here. I'm fed up. I don't want to do it anymore. It happens to all of us. So we're going to be on tomorrow again with Mahogany Models. We're going to have question and answer session. Fashion Find is going to be on Thursday. We're going to be back again next week with another great guest. What we're here at Mahogany True Talk is to give you the facts as they are, to teach you the business as it is, and for you to be able to build your business, to get inspiration, get motivation, learn from people's mistakes, make sure you're not having to reinvent the wheel, and to achieve the greatness that you deserve. I'd like to thank everybody here, my producers, of course, Wairi, and my executive producer, my Gege. You know I can't do anything without you guys. I love everybody here. Please, COVID is real, like Nelson said. Stay safe out there. Be careful, all right? But remember, it will get over soon, and we will go back to doing what we love doing, making plenty of money, and living the life we love to live. Everybody, good night and take care. Money dance, Ogabos here in abundance. Say we are cocky and loud. I'm like, then we are proud. Came from the bottom, so we don't give up. Drink from the bottle, then dance foolish. Shout out to them goons are foolish.